impact of his own if he's not caught out by Simple, who is the only T on long. In fact, it's the A site open for the taking. Sixer already starting to box them in, but because he's fired off, Simple actually doubles back. They're going to try to get rid of this flank, and they do so with a very strong afterplant now. Flamey pushed up forward, everybody else falling back, and with Zeus giving a little bit of cover here, I think that Flamey's in a real playmaker position. Down to just 3 CTs. Make it 2, because Flamey comes into play with a 3K. Happy's, well, he's still over towards Graffiti. The Molotov does the job. Oh, and Zeus rips 2 heads clean off. Both of the defenders towards that B site instantaneously down, and that's going to leave Sixer now on an AWP 1v4. He's got nothing in this one. Long where Edward's looking to pry in from. He comes charging out in a back turn from Scream's an easy kill. There's Happy pinned into the corner. He's got no footing in the fight, and that leaves XMS and RPK to scramble upwards here. It's a late half. I'm sure they'll try to contest this. We're already starting to watch the utility come flying inwards. Electronic on the forefront. He's hoping they walk in, and they will. 1 frag for him, traded straight back, and the tank goes down.
From Envyus towards the connector. Flamey doesn't know how many men are on the other side of that smoke, but he's seen one guy jump up. XMS will go down. Continues to fire through, and now the CTs are completely pinned.
Yeah, and Flamey is just going to hold his ground. Oh, my goodness. Straight through the smoke, he pops the noggin of Sixer. 4th man in. 4th man out.
Need that concede button right about now as Flamey's going to take down Scream. Happy last man standing. AWP in hand that he's been able to salvage from Simple, but has to find 4 Ts, and that's a good start.
Predicts it, doesn't hit it. Grenade for Flamey, softens him up. But here's Simple.
One of the rifles out of the hands of Envyus early.
Now we're actually going to we're going to see RPK double back for that, right? He's now playing inside connector, and at that distance, the Galil's going to win that 9 out of 10 times.
Run it Simple on our own without being able to be traded. That's fantastic.
Oh, and Flamey's going to find the first one. Happy can trade back, sure enough, but... Oh, Edward now on the CZ. It's just going to be down to XMS, and it's not enough. Execute might not be the word. It's going to be an attempt. We can call it that. And Electronic, he shuts down the first, but sure enough, it is still the even keel. Now, a man advantage back for the Frenchman. As Scream tries to give cover on the MP9, it will be Edward tasked to clutch. Mac 10.
May as well go for it. You've got so many rounds to work with. You don't want to hold on to that anyway, and he's going to jiggle peek out. Sixer doesn't have head armor here, so his face will pop like a watermelon.
Could be very easy if he doesn't offer himself up, but there we have it. XMS very cautious here, clearing corners, but that's given time for the CTs to get that much closer. And the Molotov now buys them even more time as they boost over the wall. Sixer gets onto the site, so close quarters op play. It's going to be needed, and it works out for now. He tries to retreat, the boost works out. Sixer with a second, not enough.
Giving Navi a chance to regroup, consolidate, and get ready for this retake.
Even while Envyus have pushed players forward, that's not making trade frag opportunities. It's just trying to make individual performances, and XMS goes down, so Scream will have to clutch this. Bomb not planted for him. 2 CTs already with boots on the ground. Make that 3 now, all pushing up to the site, but this could go unchecked. Scream finding the first, and they'll have to cross over, but he gives up the angle. He uses the flash to peek wide, and there we have it. Navi finally closing this one out.
Comes in, RPK finding 2 quick frags. We're gonna steady the ship.
It's now just gonna be down to Flamey, 1 versus 3. CT's coming in with all of the kills so far, other than those 2 on Happy at RPK. So can Flamey clutch this? Oh, not when you're caught mid-reload. 3 bullets left over, will reload a second time, but now they're already getting this close, right? Envyus forcing this gunfight, charging him down. XMS is just in no man's land with that CZ in hand. Ooh, another. Right through the brain of Flamey. Now it's on Simple. He gets himself the second frag of the round. Happy gets himself closer to the bomb site, and he's going to have to now clutch 1 versus 2. A player above, a player beside. And they combine to find the round for Navi. He walks away. And Sixer comes in with that op. Molotov will definitely block him off, and if they don't walk past this angle, then he's not going to find any kind of an opening unless Edward switches guns. Flamey's there to trade. Flamey continues on with another kill, but that's now the 1v3 by Electronic. Tasked and unfolding already as he's found 1 kill, spots the second. Already through decon, closer to the site where they find another player just standing in the open. He's going to be pinned in as the man wraps around from control, so XMS needs to bail himself out. They touch face to face as Flamey creates a little bit more space into the 5 versus 3. Simple with another one, and this is just falling apart at the seams. Only Sixer left over. And while he dispatches of Electronic, it's the push through smoke that could catch him. No, he stops that one too. 12 HP is just not enough. Sixer's actually gonna go for the flank. He finds the backside of Edward, but here comes Flamey to trade it back. XMS with one of his own, and Scream in the meantime has found another. It's a 3 versus 1 now. As Flamey, all alone in lobby, doesn't have the bomb, doesn't have teammates, and doesn't have much time. Nor does he have a head. It is Simple and Electronic, the could-be stars of this roster, to figure out a way back in. Electronic spots Happy, pops him right away. Now Simple's gonna have to get the bomb onto the site. He jumps downwards, and Electronic's gonna try to cover best he can. Planted safely by Decon Door from Electronic. So smart. On the opposite side of the bomb site as to where he was last seen. Ring around the Rosie. And Sixer, at a loss for words, has no clue what to do, so he just walks away from this.
Minimap's not my mate.
Screams inside the vent, so he hears all of this movement. Zeus down already. It was just that single-pronged assault, but there's Scream also killed. Simply an Electronic finding some footing here. Happy, oh! He tries to spam the smoke, which he could have done from above. But instead, he falls into the lying hands of Electronic, who's got himself not only the single M4, because there's 2. Simple with another. And there's only 2 CTs left to deal with. Make that 1. Navi have done it. Zeus has to be careful. He's got XMS pinned into the corner. Will finish the frag, but in the meantime, Scream finds Electronic. 1 by 1, they fall. They have 20 seconds left. The bomb's in the open. There's a CT standing behind the vent, so Scream could easily section this off. He's gonna hear the footing as well, so he's ready! And he's ready and capable! So XMS to clutch this out, and he's actually crept his way above. He sees Simple. Simple doesn't see him. Takes the first one, takes the second, and it is just Edward. As he upgrades to the AK, a single shot to the face could drop either of these players. It's gonna be the duel towards Decon. He continues in behind him. Edward completely caught off guard. And XMS with a 3K clutch, a 10-second defuse, and an 8th round for Envy.
Yeah, I'm gonna know topside's clear any second and probably be on his tail.
You get the option to play in decontamination if necessary, but Simple's in there. Simple's just gonna charge forward for the gunfight, and XMS stops him. Maybe a little ahead of the curve there. Zeus was not in a position to help out whatsoever, and now XMS is gonna wrap around. He could finish it, he does!
Oh, with lots of numbers as well. All 4 members stampeding your word. Sorry, I just stole that one from you. Gap in the smoke, that's not what we want.
Ooh, Simple's gonna exploit it with a 2K. Corpses lie in the open. Oh, and a 3rd. Come on, Simple, what have you got? He answers the call to action. XMS comes creeping up from the vent, but he's sent packing straight downwards. And on top of Envy, once they decide to make their move, and they've done so, towards that ramp, they go right into the lying weights of Simple. Headshot to Sixer, no scope to RPK, and another! Again and again! It is just Happy left, nowhere to be found, no bomb, no chance!
A lot of damage, but Flamey's gonna have 4 Ts coming his way any second now. Spamming down 1, 2, it's gonna be 3, and then 4. Easy as that for Flamey. Looks like they want to cascade into the top side.
Zeus could be caught in the open, though he is yet again. There's 2 frags. XMS and RPK, they've contested the A site, but they can't get past Simple, not yet. He's got a teammate with him here, and the flashbang's on point, the bomb's on the ground. And the corpses may be about to join it. Yes, XMS with a headshot onto Simple, and Flamey's been tagged up as well. This is one of those rounds from Envy where they just come out of nowhere. They explode. He does it again. And with a smoke grenade, oh, Simple straight through it. The timing's all he needs. Through it. Oh, and now Flamey gives him one right back. Off of the pluming smoke, he pops the noggin of Scream, finding the 5 versus 4, denying that gun as well for at least a moment, but RPK still gets his hands on it, and then he finds Simple. Flamey's able to trade, though. They didn't expect RPK to be there. Simple caught off guard. Flamey, however, he could be the nail in the coffin. He's got 3 and 4. Bomb hits the floor, and 6 are now left over in what would be a 2-0 series from Navi, upsetting versus Envy on their map, and an ace to close it out.